Ogon, we are back on some chest activity. Hop to the dumbbell incline. I usually do a lot more incline because I want my upper chest is not as developed as I want it to be. So I do a lot more incline stuff. And chest flies, I like them. And there's another machine over there that you will see. But those are the three that I did this day. And yeah, this has been the heaviest group of set actually. I did a 60, 65, 70 dumbbell, and the boy is getting stronger, my guy. The boy is getting strong. So if you're a fan, make sure you go hit the gym too, so that you can get as strong. Because you have to think about it. You cannot just be coming here and checking me out, getting swole, getting strong, and you yourself, you do not get some. Just can't be a fan. You have to play the game, because I was just thinking the other day of, in this world where everyone can share their lives, I'm here just sharing my life in the gym, but where you can see what everyone else is doing, in a world where there is an abundance of knowledge of everything, you can be a fan of a lot of stuff. You can be a fan of sports, in, let's say, think about it. Those people who sit and talk about sports, talk about football, they know a lot about the game, but most of them do not really play the game. You get what I'm saying? So you can know a lot about something and never really know the thing, because you have to shift and play the game from becoming a fan. You start as a fan of something, because whenever you come across something, you're like, hey, this is interesting, and whatever is interesting to you pay attention to that thing, and you watch more videos, you read more books, you see, you start learning about the thing. But I think sometimes some of us just get stuck in the learning of the thing, and you just know a lot about something and never really play the game, because there's an illusion in that sense. Because like the mind in the subconscious level of things does not really differentiate between what is outside and what is inside, does not really differentiate between the external and the internal. So you might see me pushing some weights here, yeah? And mentally your mind is like, ooh, it is me pushing the weights, because you're thinking about it. You're seeing this other person doing something, and you're thinking about it. You're being put in the same frequency as this other person, so you're picking up that signal in your brain, and your subconscious now thinks it is you experiencing it, but it is the illusion of the observer. You're just observing, and you get an emotional reaction out of it, and that emotional reaction is the key to all, because it comes from observing and experiencing, and most of us just kind of get stuck on the observing, and we know a lot about something, and we never really go deep into it. Think about it as that guy who, let's say, is in a company and has been working in this company for 40 years, 50 years, you know, and has an interest in maybe doing the same thing, but he never really quits and starts his own business. He just stays employed over there and works and works and works. He never goes into the business and does his own thing. Because even if you look at the game of money, like the employees are the fans of the game because you get employed in a field where you're interested in, and you're like, yeah, I like doing this thing, and you start doing it, and then eventually you will go up from employee to employer when you start your own business and you play the game of the capitalist. But unless you're just doing some work job that you do not want, then you're doomed. Then you are doomed. But that is usually the thing. So most people just, you might see them stay in the company, never really going out and beyond. So do not just be a player in the game of life. Like you might know a lot about stuff, you might know a lot about this and that, just watching other people, but do not stay there. You have to be a player in the game of life. So think about that, and I will see you when you see me.